Stanford's win over Oregon muddled Pac-12 again. The Pac-12 has been fighting with the SEC for years to be considered the nation's toughest conference. That might finally be the case this season, though to the Pac-12's detriment. In the aftermath of No. 6 Stanford's 26-20 victory over No. 2 Oregon on Thursday night, the league is left without an undefeated team and once again searching for a way to crack the BC's championship game. "We don't hold the cards anymore," first-year Ducks coach Mark Helfrich said. "But we never hold the cards." At the very least, Oregon had quite a hand before entering Stanford Stadium. The Cardinal 8-1, 6-1 Pac-12 dominated the Ducks 8-1, 5-1 for more than 3 quarters before holding off a furious Oregon rally and winning a game that likely put the Pac-12 out of the national championship race again. Stanford and Oregon have been among the nation's best programs the past 4 seasons. The depth of the conference is finally starting to catch up, turning the league into what the SEC has been for so many years, a 2-month fight that nobody survives unscathed. The next step for the Pac-12 might be gaining enough respect that, like the SEC, even a one-loss team won't be knocked out of contention, which should be helped when the 4-team playoff begins next season. No one-loss team from the Pac-12 has ever played for the BC's title. The undefeated Ducks played for the BC's title following the 2010 season, then they lost to Auburn. The Pac-12 has pounded itself out of the mix ever since, and this season appears to be no exception. For the 4th straight year, the Oregon-Stanford game turned out to be a spoiler's delight. The loser was handed its first defeat of the season, and if the pattern holds true from the previous 3 years, it'll also be the only thing keeping the loser, in this case Oregon, out of the BC's championship game in January. The Cardinals' convincing win over the Ducks, holding the ball for 42½ minutes, rushing 66 times for 274 yards, will likely not be enough for them to work their way into the BC's title game unless at least 3 of the top 4 teams, Alabama, Florida State, Ohio State and Baylor, all lose. And even that might not be enough. In a year that the Pac-12 had the inside track for a berth in the BC's title game, Stanford can thank its perplexing loss at Utah 4-4, 1-4 last month for derailing those dreams. People may say we're overrated. That's fine. That's no big deal. What we have is the next down to make, Stanford coach David Shaw said. That's for us. That's what our guys have to understand. We get football. We get the games. Let everybody else talk and do whatever they want. But for us, we get to play football, and that's what our guys love to do. Stanford has still seized control of efforts to win another league title, the only goal Shaw ever talks about with his players, and making a return trip to the Rose Bowl. Just like last year, Oregon will need to win its remaining games and hope the Cardinals drop one of their final 2 conference contests to get back in control of hosting the Pac-12 championship. Stanford visits Southern California 6-3, 3-2 on November 16 before hosting rival California 1-8, 0-6 on November 23.